Good morning, good afternoon, good evening everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. I just remembered where that intro was on this system and I thought, why hang about for a wee 2 minutes? There's a bunch of these here live and loud. We've got some midweek action to hunt down. We've got some drama to sweat over. Predicted lineups are changing at a rate of knots, but we're coming into a massive midweek of Champions League, Europa League, Europa Conference League, and there's some other bits and pieces around European and world football. Smash the like button if you're here on arrival. Get into the live chat. Let me know what you're leaving the weekend with. Are you streaking? Are you flying up the leaderboards? Are you bagging cash? Are you bagging the essence? Let me know. And coming into the midweek, what's the strategy? I've got a lot of strategy to kind of chew over and just kind of finish putting together coming into this one, so we'll maybe do a wee bit of that together. But yeah, good to see you all, by the way, and let's get stuck into it. I hope the weekend's been kind to you. And I've not got my screen loaded. Oh, there's always got to be some sort of glitch, hasn't there? But we're live earlier today with the members going through some spreadsheet content. So if you're after a Sorare spreadsheet and you're a channel member, make sure to jump onto the members tab on the YouTube channel homepage and get yourself a free spreadsheet. But we'll start off with the Champions League now. We've had a lot of predictions. I'll hit refresh one more time. I've been doing this all morning and it has been updating constantly. Yeah, wow, it is just happening. 2 minutes ago, Newcastle's had the wee update. Now this game, it's definitely one I'll be paying attention to. Marseille-Newcastle feels like it's got SO5 potential written all over it. Timo Weah, a lot of forward cards in at fullback. I can hear my kitchen, so might need to go and close that door because it's going to annoy me. I don't know if you can hear it or not, probably not, but it'll bug me all the same. But yeah, big Pavard in at centre back. Aubameyang just broke through some sort of milestone, I think, didn't he? Now the Newcastle defence is formidable. Malik Thiaw in at right back is kind of weird. I think he's a lefty, is he not? Anyway, doesn't really matter, but yeah, Newcastle are going to go there to counter attack, and I think Marseille will be set up to kind of let that happen as well. Kondogbia, Højbjerg and O'Reilly are going to just try and fight the Newcastle midfield. This will be a fun game to watch. If the kickoff times allow for it, it'll definitely be on my to-do list. We've got Napoli taking on Qarabag at Napoli, so it should be good for them. McTominay and Lobotka in the engine room here. The rest of the team pretty much picks itself, I think. Gutierrez is out. I think he was previously thought to be in the game, so he's out. Watch out for that one. It's maybe the update that's happened 4 minutes ago. 7 minutes ago, we've had Copenhagen's update. They're taking on Kairat Almaty, Chip Cheese and Pussy, El Yunusi, Cornelius Larsson, Hadzidakios, Jonosuke Suzuki, Lopez, Katarski. All the cards are there. So I'm not too sure what else has happened around it, to be honest. I think I've seen Mads Madsen there, by the way. Yeah. He's got cards, has he not? Nomio Coco. Tottenham and PSG had a wee update recently. Kang is looking to start, and playing Tottenham at home feels like a very Kang match. Oh yeah, this is looking good, by the way. Strong defence. Zaire Emery in midfield is probably going to work into PSG's favour. Stylistically, the midfield three of death: Jon Snow, Vitinha and Fabreau. Barcola, Kavicha. Yeah, PSG is looking good. I'm buzzing to see Kang. I maybe just need to catch the highlights for this one because I've got a feeling there'll be other games I'll probably conflict with this one. But you never know. But the Tottenham team, like, it looks like a Champions League team on paper. But it's, yeah, PSG are PSG now, aren't they? Now, Chelsea-Barca, I've actually, in my provisional lineups, I actually have Moses Caicedo and Frankie de Jong in the same team. I think this could be a very good match for both of them, SO5 wise. Yeah, I think I can hear my washing machine. It's put me off. 2 seconds. There we go. Much better. So they're Holland, Sean Thorpe, Sam D, Mateo, Jalgan Calvez, Tim Tweep. Good to see you guys in the house. Fist bumps on arrival. Love to see it. But yeah, this is a funny one. Both of them, Eric Garcia and Malo Gusto, both playing in the engine room position here. Two defenders, kind of fullbacky guys. Typically, Yamal. Is this Yamal's first appearance on English soil in the Champions League? No, it can't be. Is it? When has Yamal ever played a Prem team before? Maybe easy to check flash scores. Maybe in like club. No, they didn't go to Club World Cup. So he's played Bruges, Olympiacos, PSG, Newcastle. Oh, he's played at Newcastle. Oh no, he didn't. He didn't go to Newcastle. Friendlies. Inter. Dortmund. Benfica. Dortmund, Brest, Red Star, Bayern, Young Boys, Monaco. Yeah, by the way. Euros. Yeah, that was like his coming out year, wasn't it? The year before. PSG, Napoli. This could be, I don't know if I say historics, maybe a wee bit grandiose, but I remember the first time Celtic played Barca and they had Messi. It was like a big deal. I thought like, oh, the first time like Messi's coming to Glasgow, you know, it was a good buzz. Oh, he played 12 minutes. That's a friendly, so that's probably like in America or something like that. I was going to say he played at Arsenal. So no, Lamine Yamal has never played for Barca away to a Premier League team. That's cool. I like that, by the way. Who knows what's going to happen? You know he's going to be buzzing for it. Rashford is in that position of being like the guy coming back to prove a point. Can he? I don't know. João Pedro's been wholly disappointing, hasn't he? Estevao and Yamal on the same pitch. This could be top of the... This is going to be a great one to watch, isn't it? Let's be honest. And with Bobby Sanchez, John Garcia I actually think's quite good. I've never really seen him play a really much of a bad game. But yeah, Garnacho, Enzo, Ferminator, FDJ, Louis, you know Lewandowski's going to score at Stamford Bridge. Yeah, that's going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to that. Atleti, the Simeone derby. Atleti versus Inter. And yeah, this is going to be like 0-0 or 1-0. Well, you think that coming into it and it'll end up being 4-3 to somebody. All Black looks like he's in, but he's kind of unknown. I was checking out the update on him yesterday and it was like he was in the gym. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. When was this last updated for Atleti? 4 hours ago. That's probably as good as it's going to get update wise. Same goes for All Blacks, still not training. Yeah, so All Blacks like a 50-50, but on Sorare Inside they can't do 50-50, so it's a 60-40 it goes with, so kind of need to run your own risk on All Black there. And yeah, the rest of the team kind of picks itself. Inter Milan, again, kind of Champions League final looking lineup, isn't it, essentially? Obviously Kanji's in there now, but quite consistent lineup for Kivu since taking over for Inzaghi. We've got Sporting taking on Club Bruges, a bit of a Sorare derby of old. Yeah, like the Sporting team looks really good. Like front to back looks really good. And for Brugge, Tresoldi, yeah, all their big players are playing all their signings. A bit of a homegrown defence for the most part as well, by the way, which is kind of fun. That's quite cool. SO5 wise, hard to judge for me. Oh, Arsenal, Bayern. Now, Harry Kane, Tottenham, blah de blah, Arsenal, Kane, Ballon d'Or mode, basically, he's in right now, isn't he? This could be box office, couldn't it? The toughest defence in the world, Arsenal are calling it. Now, is it at full strength? No. But Hinchape knows his way around this team, doesn't he? In that regard, he's not going to be phased or deer in the headlights with it. Like somebody like a Mosquera might have been, if you needed him to play this game. So this will be fun. Leonard Carr obviously smashing onto the scene recently. Yeah, this will be interesting. And I think like, yeah, I just don't see, I don't think Arsenal can outscore Bayern. Now Eze was obviously X Factor, wasn't he? But I don't know, I look at the front line. That guy Carez is a huge miss. They really needed him, and without him they're just kind of back to where they were, square one essentially. Olympiacos, Real Madrid, should be good for Real Madrid, but again, Olympiacos and Madrid away in the Champions League, they might win, but they might not rip someone from head to from limb, you know. Strong team, see how it goes. No Courtois looks like it's going to be Lunin, he's in on 90%, so if you're a Lunin holder, get him locked and loaded. Galatasaray take on USG. Silky Ilky in the engine room alongside Leroy. Nice defence as well, really like it. Nice team for Gala. And for USG, Bobby Scoofs, Sorgan. Yeah, cool team. Kel Sherpin and goals. Promise David up front. Don't really know how. I think Galatasaray will probably score a few, won't they? Who knows who will win. Liverpool take on PSV. We have, yeah, a really, really strong Liverpool outfit here. Szoboszlai in at right back still. Robbo is going to come into the team. Becker's back in the building. And Kanate and Joe Gomez on a 50-50 there. Gus Till up front for PSV. It just makes me think like PSV will just be trying to counter. Like, Liverpool are going to dominate the ball. Szoboszlai 100 is on the cards. Fancy Robbo or Gravenberch to do very well on the left hand side, because Gakpo is going to get shots away and create chances of his own. I think that's a really good Liverpool situation if they're playing Till up front. Monaco are going away to Paphos. I think this is the team that David Luiz plays for. We don't have a predicted lineup for them. Hradeki's back in the net. Yeah, not really any surprises in this team. No Golovin. I don't know if that's injury or tactical. But yeah, really strong team everywhere else. Man City take on Leverkusen. It looks like Savio and Doku is going to play, but they said that at the weekend, and I thought, okay, if we're going to go double winger around Haaland and just like feed him, I get that. But I ended up going with Doku and Cherki, and I thought, okay, well, that's a bit more pep. One wingery, one inside guy. And I don't know if he changes that formula again. Like if Marmoush plays on the left, I could see Savio playing on the right for sure. But again, if Doku's going to start this game, I wouldn't be surprised if Cherki got an hour start. So that's how I kind of sit on that one. The rest of the team kind of speaks for itself, I suppose, doesn't it? And Leverkusen have been kind of the quiet, they're kind of growing as the season kind of ticks on, aren't they? Tillman's going to start this one with Schick. Big game for both of them. But Echeverri on loan from City will really be in audition mode. And I remember when Celtic, we had Paddy Roberts on loan from Man City. They had just spent something like 25 million on him when he was like 17 from Fulham, and then loaned him to us, and we got to play them in the Champions League, and they let us play Paddy Roberts against them. Now, I'm fairly sure we drew at the Etihad, Brendan Rodgers in charge. It might have been 2-2. I'm sure Dembele scored, but I think Paddy Roberts got like a couple of assists in it. Pep ended up bringing him into pre-seasons for a little bit thereafter, and we never seen him again at Celtic, I don't think, if I remember it rightly, but good audition kind of time for a guy like Echeverri, so let's see how that goes. Mazabut, who was a big wonder kid coming out of Bundesliga 2 in the summer, big money move to Leverkusen. It looks like he's finding a position here in centre midfield after being tried in the front line, and it's not really worked out for him. And again, Man City, big opponents, big game, big spotlight potential. Grimaldo's been linked to the good and the great of European football. Flecken, former Premier League goalkeeper, so Leverkusen bring their own dynamic into the match, but I think City will power them. Ajax Benfica is one for the history books, isn't it? It's a European clash of the greats, clash of the legacies. Jose Mourinho for Benfica, and I forget who's taking over for Ajax, but it is it Van Bronckhorst maybe? Am I imagining that wrong? I remember no, he's been sacked. You guys will be able to tell me. But yeah, really, I think that's quite strong for Ajax as well, by all accounts. No Itakura always surprises me whenever I see that. Big pass fear, still going strong. But Götze, Gluck, Morrow, Big Weghorst, and Dahlberg is coming back from injury. So kind of quite a strong attack. And Jose Mourinho's Benfica. Again, I'm a big Sudakov fan. Really like Enzo. Richard Rios has adapted to European football really well. I like Dedic a lot. And we know Araujo, Otamendi and Trubin is firmly Champions League level defenders. Or maybe Araujo I'm maybe going on a bit of a limb with there. But certainly Otamendi and Trubin, big players. Big players, that's an interesting one. Dortmund Villarreal, I see the chat was asking about that. Grim. Yeah. And he's like, Grim. Interim coach. I don't know why I thought they had someone else appointed. Maybe I'm just getting myself wrong there. But Grim, Fred Grim, I want to say. Am I wrong there? Maybe it's some. I don't know. You'll know better. You can educate me. Dortmund Villarreal, the clash of the yellow submarines in this one. Nice Dortmund team, particularly at home. Emre Can coming in for Bensebaini. Schlotterbeck still rinsing it every week. Adeyemi and Bayer. Not really too sure how the front line's going to go. It looks like on projections a lot of these are quite coin tossy. And yeah, kind of tread carefully when it comes to Dortmund. Villarreal maybe a wee bit easier to predict in some areas. But again, hard to imagine it's a great game for Villarreal. But again, it's one of those ones that could just surprise you. It is the Champions League. Frankfurt take on Atalanta. And Burkhardt, we've spoke about him quite a lot recently this season on the channel. He's going from strength to strength, looking really good. The whole defence is doing extremely well right now. Big Satara's been a solid addition at goalkeeper. And, Ritsu Dohon, Asnar Knauf, I've got pace to burn for days. And World Cup winner Mario Götze still pulling the strings. At home in Europe, German teams like this just cannot be mugged off for me. They might lose, but they just will not be a letdown, for me anyway. It's just my opinion. Big Scamacca's up front with Lookman and CDK for Atalanta though, so they'll be looking to crash the party. Back three looks good. Carnesecchi we know is a great keeper, and the middle four is pretty robust, isn't it, to carry out the will of Atalanta. So cool. Bodo and Juve, second to last game. Bodo, I've got a little stack here on the go, and Juve look to be starting JD over Vlahovic for this one. Conceição was going to be playing on the wing. Weston McKennie, Thuram, Coop Miner's still in defence. This could be a big spike potential for a guy like him. And then the last one we have is Athletic Club going away to Slavia Prague in the Czech Republic. None of the Williamses look to be making this game, so watch out for that. Yeah, Fred Grimm. Yeah. Okay, maybe it was just that triggered off for me, and I just old goalkeeper. Yeah, I remember him from way back in the day. So yeah, I don't know why because I know Van Bronckhorst is a Feyenoord guy, so I don't know why his name or even somebody like him came into my head. But there you go. Right, we'll jump into the Europa League now, and we'll have a wee refresh, and we'll just double check that Champions League quickly. Liverpool's had one since we went through it, so let's just double check. I don't think I see any real differences here. Maybe a wee addition on the notes or something, but yeah, nothing to worry about. So, Europa League. Panathinaikos and Sturm Graz a few seconds ago. This is hot off the press for Panathinaikos anyway. A lot of cards in this team, by the way, and I like a lot of them. Dragowski, as you know, I've got a real soft spot for Polish goalies, so Dragowski, I like a lot. Tuba is, again, it's been a good SO5 budget card for years. Bakasetas is a boss. Tete can do good. Fun little stack. Good team at home. They wear green and white. Rafa Benitez is the manager. And they take on Sturm Graz, who were decisively meh every time I've seen them in the Europa League this year, particularly playing Celtic, obviously. And they don't look... Wow, they look way weaker than when we played them. That defence looks second string compared to the team that played us. I think the rest of it is kind of as it was, but that defence looks... Three guys are different, I think. At least, so... Bakasetas could be a sneaky one, by the way. Leo take on Zagreb. Hamza Igaman, Haraldsson kind of leading the line. My boy Broholm is playing, so love to see that. Nice team overall for Leo. Good team at home. Ozer, the keeper, has been making headlines, obviously. Oh, Scott McKenna has in-season Zagreb cards, doesn't he? That could be a fun wee addition to the wee World Cup group I'm getting together. I kind of forgot about that. But there you go. Monsef Bakar playing through the middle. He probably won't do as well now because he played through the middle at NYC and he was rubbish. But he's been doing really well for Zagreb as a kind of wide forward. Anyway, they're playing Leo, so it might be an actual just because they'll be defensive, won't they? So it might just be the same kind of game plan essentially. So Leon, I beg your pardon, take on Tel Aviv. I'm not too sure where the game is hosted, but Tel Aviv are listed as the home team. But it will be Poland or Germany or Czech Republic or Austria, Hungary. It'll be somewhere kind of middle of Europe. So it won't be too much for travel for Leon, is essentially my point. Leon team is quite familiar to what we've seen in recent weeks, but Tanner Tessman in its centre-back? Is that a regular thing? And is that working out good? 58 in the last game against Leon. And no, he was in midfield. There's a wee 52 here. Let's see if that was a... I'm just looking for ones with bigger AA, potentially. No, he's in midfield again. Interesting. So I don't know why that is. If it's maybe to cover for an injury or something. Or maybe they're really confident they're going to smash Tel Aviv to pieces. Maitland-Niles and Tagliafico, very bombastic fullbacks. So it's only really Niakite and Grief protecting the goal, maybe. This Carvalho guy might be a hatchet. I don't know that, but anyway, interesting. Leon could be goals galore this game week. Betis take on Utrecht. No Barkas. He gets sent off in the last game, so their backup keeper comes in for this one. Otherwise, they look quite full strength. And going away to Seville, I think Betis are going to do quite well here. Sergio Altamira, Mark Rocca will not be pushed over in a game like this. Anthony, Bakambu, Fornals and Riquelme. Nice attacking line here. And the defence is, really formidable, strong goalkeeper. I'm not too sure, the front line should score very well. Altamira, I'm a big fan of as well, as Mark Roca, who is a very SO5 friendly player, but he just doesn't really get 90 minutes even in these games where he starts. But Betis could be a good one. I know they're very well stacked. Forest take on Malmo at the City Ground, and the way Sean Dyche has got them going, you daren't back against them. Cali Muendo, Hudson-Odoi and McAtee look to be starting this one. Elliot Anderson is probably quite safe, but not nailed. Gibbs White looks more safe. And some rotations might happen in and around some other spots, so watch out for that. But Forest, Malmo could be huge for the stack. Same with Villa at home to Young Boys. Again, I think this was a Champions League fixture last year, and I'm fairly certain Villa rinsed them. Sancho, Buendia, Guisan supporting Doniel Malin. It's not fully Champions League level. This is quite like upper end Europa League level from Villa, isn't it? Bogard and Barkley in the engine room in and behind. Strong defence. Emi Martinez is back in the building. And looking at the Young Boys team, they've still got Ravelisson, they've got Hadjam, he scores really well, and Sadie Janko, former Celtic player, so that's funny to see. That goalkeeper, by the way, I know there's a few Villa fans that will watch this, is Keller. I'm pretty sure he played against us, and I'm fairly sure he's really young. So, if that is the way I remember it, and who I think it is, Villa can score a few. No disrespect. Pau Salonika, if that's how you say it, take on Bran. Both teams are on screen for any and after it. A few cards, a few interesting players for both. We've then got Roma Midgets. Midgets, are they still top of the Europa League? They must be. They were top, then they beat Celtic, so they must still be top. Yeah. Wow, by the way, Ferencvaros, Freiburg, interesting top order. Villa, Leon, we've already seen. Betis. But who are we trying to look at now? Roma. 2 wins, 2 losses, so kind of 18th, right bang in the middle of the table. Roma at home, Evan Ferguson scored at the weekend. Team is on screen. It's good enough, isn't it? But Midtjylland are very confident. I wouldn't be surprised if they win away to Roma. Celta Vigo away to Ludogorets in Bulgaria. I think this could be a good one for Celta. They're just not super convincing as a team, but are they? Rangers take on Braga. Braga, one of the few teams playing Celtic and Rangers, and one of the few teams in that situation that will travel to Glasgow for both games. João Moutinho into play, Lelo, Zalazar, Horta. This team looks a bit more, and Dorgales as well. It seems a bit more attacking than what it was against Celtic if they line up like this. I've got Lagerbielke in a good team. You just know he's going to score a header from a corner in this game. You heard it here first. Rangers team, the centre back they spent some money on scored at the weekend. The rest of the team's quite fine for this sort of match. Bajrami back in the picture. Miovski starting the match. Wouldn't write Rangers off, but Braga, I'm backing Lagerbielke to score, basically. Bologna take on Salzburg. Orsolando is in the building. Lewis Ferguson in midfield as well. Juan Miranda, Lucime, Ravaglia in goals. I think Skorupski is officially out. It's not a rotation or anything. And for Salzburg, Harry trades his boys Vertessen up front. Kjærgaard, Yo is doing well also. And nice kind of team overall. No idea how that one will go. Both teams quite low down in the Europa League standings. We've got Porto taking on Nice. 4 holes should be available for the match. I expect the main starting 11. Bednarek is a doubt. Watch for updates. Mora versus Vega is the biggest doubt. Slight favouritism for Mora due to Vega playing 90 at the weekend. I can get behind that kind of train of thought. And I looked into Bednarek because I actually bought him. He was on my little D-Gen list that we made yesterday. I didn't realise he wasn't 100% to play, and that's why I was getting him super cheap, but we got him super cheap, so we get the little Porto collection at 3%, which is fun. That's what it is, isn't it? And they take on Nice, who is also Harry's boys, isn't it? So there you go, there's the Nice team on screen. Diop and Cho, and that's their best front three, and I don't think they've been together that often, as well as like what looks like probably their best back three. So maybe Nice are getting together. Get 0-0 written all over it, hasn't it? Fenerbahce, my kind of adopted team of the season. Home to Ferencvaros, who are not to be written off, but Robbie Keane's team, who are second, third in the Europa League standings. Fenerbahce themselves need the points pretty badly. They are currently where? Rangers are bottom. Come on, Braga. Come on, Braga. Let's look at that again. Right, where are they? Fenerbahce, 15, 7 points, 2 wins, a draw and a loss. Nothing to be sniffed at. The loss, I forget who it was against. I don't think it was a good one, but not a good one, but acceptable. But look at this, Archie Brown coming in at centre back, so this could be quite gung ho. All my cards are playing. Kerem, Talisca, Asensio, Dorgalez. Duran is still on the shopping list, but my 3 defenders, everyone's playing. I managed to pull that trade off as well with the League Gun card, so I'm double Ederson now, which is awesome. But I think this is going to be a big one as well, and I'm glad I've got some involvement in it. Freiburg away to Pilsen. Pilsen have got a good away kind of set up, a good stadium. Fans are very active, Tifo happy, and all the rest of it. This Freiburg team are like top end Bundesliga, like very comfortably, like front to back. The team is upper mid table. Probably the easiest way I think we could all agree on it. And yeah, I don't know. German teams in Europe, I just don't. I hate writing them off. So if you've got Freiburg stack, like Pilsen's not a great away game, but you never know. Now I actually just recorded the preview. I actually need to update it, upload it as soon as I'm finished here for Celtic versus Feyenoord. If you want to catch my full preview on that, the deadline for Europa League is in a couple of days, obviously. Then it'll be on Celtic here. Feel free to check it out. I'm quite in line with McBride in terms of the predicted 11. Ralston and Donovan I think is much more of a 50-50, to be quite honest, because against this Leo Sawyer, I would fancy Donovan. I'd give Donovan the chance to do him and keep him quiet. And again, when you read the notes here, like Timber's looking terrible, Stein didn't look good either, Hadj gets subbed off because he wasn't helping the team defending, rotation possible, and what else? Yeah, tough loss again. After like 60 minutes, everyone is so tired. Our bench isn't great, but our bench can keep a tempo going. And looking at all the players that they have out, look at their injury list, man, it's incredible. I think Celtic could do it. If we keep the first half tight, I think we can do it. So the Celtic team, I think the right back is the main thing I would talk about. Hitate could come into the midfield somehow and not make this team happen, because maybe somehow he wants to start Maeda through the middle and maybe something else happens. Because Nancy's basically confirmed to be coming in after the Hibs game, because his release clause at Columbus Crew as of December the 1st is much more financially suitable to Celtic. Cheap buggers, so maybe he'll be informing the team a little bit, is all I'm kind of holding out there. So watch out for a small wildcard element, but Ueda probably scores against us. This defence is decent, but I think we can score goals against it. And I'm back in Celtic. After doing my preview, I did change my teams to be a bit more Celtic heavy, because I do fancy us to do it. I do. Go Ahead, who beat Feyenoord quite recently, are on a bit of a run themselves, take on Stuttgart. Teams are on screen here. Again, I'm not really familiar with the Go Ahead boys this year. And Stuttgart, team is on screen here. Mittelstadt could be a big game for him. El Canus as well. This should be a really big one for El Canus. Having been so good in the Belgian league, I know it's a different league, Holland, but now that he's been in the Prem for a year and now in Germany at a top end club like Stuttgart, this is the sort of game he should be commanding. Similar expectations on Stiller, I think. Basel take on Genk. Big O is up top. Stoikers in support with Karatsis. I can never get his name quite right. Rest of the team, as you can see on screen here, it looks to be a Jetty up front with Shaqiri in support, Matinho in the engine room, and Danulic. The Quinny stack is there, and they've got a Kaigo Tsunemoto. I should probably get that. We would have a wee SO5, but again, we would need them for SO7, wouldn't we? Barisic. Could we get triple defence, double mid strike? Oh, we could SO7 this, by the way. I'll maybe look into that when they go into winter break and they go cheap. And then the last game we have for the Europa League is Red Star and Steaua Bucharest, but there's no predicted team here. I don't think they actually have cards. We've got the Conference League, so we've got Strasbourg taking on Palace. Now, I've actually not looked at the Conference League. Europa. Samsunspor are top. Wow. Mainz are third. Lausanne fifth. Rayo in sixth. Strasbourg. Palace up towards the top. This is much more of a have and a haves nots, isn't it? The Europa League is so tight, but Conference League, there is a... Wow, Rapid are bottom? Aberdeen can still save the situation, I think, can't they? There's plenty of time to be... Oh, yeah. Europa League, this is like quite fun in terms of the jeopardy involved. If you support these clubs, this is a great competition to be in. For me, speaking on their behalf. But yeah, this is a big one. Strasbourg, Palace. Teams are on screen. I don't really get too much to say on it. I think no Wharton or Kamada. Again, they kind of need to rotate. Borna Sosa, again, a good midweek kind of use player. Maybe in a different fixture. Fiorentina at home to Athens. Athens have spent big. Luka Jovic, big game for him. Koita back in the building, as we know. Marko Grujic, Razvan Marin, James Penrice, Strakosha. Again, looking at Blue X stacks. The Greek teams are alright, by the way, aren't they? Panathinaikos earlier. I don't think Olympiakos were up to much. They're playing Real Madrid right enough. But Athens here, not too bad. Mandragora. And Dzeko for Fiorentina. Interesting. De Gea and goals as well. Lech Poznan take on Lausanne Sport. Lausanne Sport were 5th, weren't they? Yeah. And Poznan... Where are Lech? There they are. 1 win, 2 losses. Their last game was against Rayo. Luis Palma. Ali is in the team as well. And Pablo Rodriguez, don't know who he is, but he's got cards. That's interesting. Theo Baer, former Motherwell player of St Mirren, was it? Went to France, now he's here. Brandon Soppe, former Celtic target. This is at Lausanne Sport of Switzerland. We've then got Jagiellonia of Poland taking on a team, I've got no idea where they're from, maybe Estonia. Pozo, Leon Flack is in the team. This team also has Azio Jackson and Yuki Kobayashi in its roster, I'm sure, but they don't play. Rakow take on Rapid. Now, Rakow are from Poland, and I don't think, or are they from Czechia? Actually, yeah, maybe they are. I thought Rakow were Polish. Where are they in the division? Are they in as a different name? Oh no, Rakow are 12th. And they take on, who, sorry? Rapid. Oh yeah, Rapid are bottom. So that's actually a really big game for Rapid. They need to really go after this. Team is quite, I guess that's full strength, I don't know. They've got some cards, this team, that's quite funny. We've then got Legia Warsaw. We've got a team for them. They take on Sparta Prague. No Sparta Prague team. Vinagre, formerly of Wolves. I don't know the rest of the guys. We've then got Slovan Bratislava taking on Rayo Vallecano. Sorare up front for them. Kevin Wimmer still playing in defence. And our card or two dotted around. My boy Sergio Cameo. Oh, Fran Perez is in to play this one as well. Chevaria as well. Bataya, really strong stack. I think doing well in Europe. And I guess their main focus will be finishing in the top 8 or whatever it is for automatic qualification. Europa League, Europa Conference League only plays 6 games, whereas Champions League and Europa League play 8. So it misses the first match day where everyone else plays, and it misses the last match day, you'll notice. So this is the halfway point of the tournament. Kind of remembering that detail as we're going through it, to be honest with you. But Rayo will just want to be making sure they secure that. So a win there will be really important, especially with less games than you would imagine. Rijeka take on Larnaca. Now Larnaca are really high in the league. Rijeka in 18th, banging mid-table. Larnaca in 4th. So big game for them. And again, Croatia and Cyprus are not too far away from each other, so maybe a wee bit of spice in that. Aberdeen are at home to a team from like fucking Macedonia or something. I can't, Georgia, Azerbaijan, something like that. And this looks like a great Aberdeen team that should be very competitive in Europe. They're at home. They should do great here. Mainz go away to Cracovia, and I'm pretty sure this is a Polish team as well, by the way. Sino doing really well. Amiri, the main man. Hollerback looked good when I watched him on Friday Football, but doesn't really have much end product. Danny Da Costa is a man mountain. And Zetterer. German teams away in Europe, watch out. AZ host Shelburne. This is the AZ team. Troy Parrott against an Irish team. You know he's going to score a hat-trick here. Minicoop could have a big game. Keith Smith could have a big game as well. All due respect to Shelburne. By comparison to AZ, that's, you know, it should be. Samson Spor, top of the table, go away to Iceland to take on Breidablik, or whatever you call them. Carlo Holsa, Musaba, the goalkeeper, I remember him as well, can't say his name, but and then Shakhtar go away to Shamrock. Pedrinho, a few cards in the team. Connaught player, the ginger Ukrainian, still there, living his best life. And then, yeah, the rest of these Conference League games we don't have any more lineups for. Now, there's a wee bit of Asian Champions League. I just wanted to click into that because I just thought it was fun when I seen it. But there's Vissel Kobe take on Shanghai Shenhua. Edoguchi's in the team. Teixeira's in the team. Ulsan take on Buriram. I think Buriram are from Thailand. So could be quite good for the K-League team there at home. Al Wada take on Al Sad. Mo Camara, Otavio, Roman Saiz. Remember him? He was really good for a season, wasn't he? He plays in the team with Firmino. Tadic is playing as well. And wow, that could be fun all-star wildcards. And then we have Al Hilal take on Al Shorta, and this is the Al Hilal team. João Cancelo, Theo Hernandez's outfit. Yeah, this is a blue XL SO7 team, isn't it? Triple defence, double mid, Malcolm up front. Feels very good. No team for Al Shorta. Let's see what you guys are saying to it. Maccabi play in Serbia. Awesome. Thanks very much for that. Next game from Fener is Gala. I don't know if they'll rest some players. I think Tedesco is going to want to climb up that table and then rest players. I think is probably the idea. Some guys have been rotated anyway last weekend. So yeah, bunchies here live and loud. Thanks to everyone joining us. If you can smash the like button, it goes a long way to supporting the channel. Sorry for my lighting today, but the orientation of everything in Scotland this time of the year kind of catches me out. So let's have a wee glance across what I've got here. I might mess about with some teams, but I've went into Europa League in season, double barrel shotgun. I've got two really strong Fenerbahce stacks thanks to now getting that classic Ederson in, and I've got classic Shaqiri in one team. So yeah, one big side of the double barrel shotgun has got Fenerbahce in it, and then the other side, I think this team here with Captain Palma is like a really good just in season bunch of guys. So maybe a bit of wildcard element, gets 8% bonus as well, multi-club and under the cap. And then I've got a Celtic stack here in case we do deliver, you know. When I got to limited, I think I wanted to mess around. No, I've already kind of messed around with it, I suppose. But I've got one team with, so I've got Schmeichels everywhere, but I went with Ralston. Let's imagine it is Ralston, and I put like a Celtic team around him. And if it is Donovan, then I've put around him like the Nottingham Forest guys and Jadon Sancho. So whatever right back happens, I've got a team. And then this is like Vega might or might not play, probably comes off the bench. Same story with Hatate. Who knows about Bednarek, but it's either him or Dane Murray. And then I've got Johnny Kenny and Schmeichel to fill the team out. I went with Captain Schmeichel on that one, just for YOLOs, you know. That's quite fun. I've got two classic Eredivisie, Europa League teams. Again, I've went with a Celtic stack, with Kenny and Maeda double striker. And then I've went with a kind of best of the rest of everyone else. And I think there's some good players here that could score very, very well with their games. And then I've got a Champions League team or two, which again I'm quite happy with. I'm not sure if I want to really mix them up after watching everything there. I'd maybe be tempted to take out Caicedo or maybe even Larsson, just because he scored at the weekend. And normally I'm bad for biting on some bad form with somebody like him. But yeah, I'm not sure I've really left anyone out of big standing, of big quality. Maybe Julian Brandt should be in a team, just set piece, taking decisive likely. If O'Reilly's going to start, he could be good against Newcastle. Yeah, I think I'll probably just stick with Larsson, because at home at Kairat, it's kind of a fixture you lean into, isn't it? And I say with Caicedo and De Jong, like I can't get away from the fact that I like both of them to rip a big score. Baranashea could do it. Again, like Brandt or something could do something fine. Kang, oh yeah, Kang, that's who we need in a team. Caicedo or De Jong? Let me ask you guys that. One of them's got to go. Who would you keep? Keep FDJ or MC? Who would you keep in this team? Kang's gone in. Vote in the poll, guys. It's in the live chat if you're watching us live and loud. Hit the like button while you're voting on the poll. Let me know what you're doing the midweek, if you get teams going out everywhere. What you're prioritising. Daily missions is fun. You need to pick a beast. Oh, great. Oh, Celtic cards. Where are they? I'll check out daily missions as well, Charlie. Thanks for the catch. Buriram are decent. Oh, you heard it here first from Stephen Vinnick. Slam Duncan, good afternoon, good to see you. The votes are piling in. Moses are saying keep FDJ. Yeah, okay, I'll go along with that. So we'll drop Caicedo for Kang. I'm probably going to go Captain Caicedo and I'm Captain Sané. Yeah, let's just stick with Captain Sané. And Tag and yeah, actually that Arsenal attack looked weak, didn't it? I was just thinking if I got a better defender than Ta. Yeah, I'm not going to take Araujo. So we've got a Caicedo spare. Would I put Caicedo into this team over maybe Larson? Maybe I would actually. I think they'll do well. I'm going to put him in here for McTominay and put McTominay like up front. And watch this Arsenal rip now. I'm doing myself out here, haven't I? Yeah. You guys reckon Barca will have a bit more of the ball than Chelsea? I can dig it. I can dig it. Yeah. Yeah, it's looking good. I've got an under 23 throwaway team in here. I don't think... Yeah, well, Gutierrez is out now, isn't he? So maybe need to swap him for somebody that might just play somewhere. Maybe Kuto. Yeah, I'll just stick Kuto in there. Wee bit of XP yielding. Maybe we get promoted with it somehow. Someday, if a few of them can smash. And then after that, we got into All-Star. Now with this, I am not playing any D1s. I've only got 2 D2s. I went with a Celtic stack again. Double centre-back. Negren managed to make this one. Sorry. And then I've kind of got a best of the rest here with everyone else. Which is, yeah, I want all of them in the D1. I don't want anyone relegated. And so did we free up Larson, didn't we? Is Larson better than Sudakov? Ethra's at home to third. I fancy Ethra to do well. He's got good form and it's a big game. He's playing every game. So I can't no pick him, I think, on that. McGrath's doing well. Sudakov away to Ajax could be a great game for him. And Palma plays, doesn't he? So yeah, I'm keeping that team the way it is. But I've maybe got... I don't think I've got any more goalkeepers, I think it's the problem. I wouldn't mind fielding in our team. Yeah, Benfica had to do Ajax. Yeah, I'm kind of into that. I think McGrath will do well. Yeah. I don't really got a great space. I've not got any space for him. I did a common team as well. I got Yamal on one of the missions, so I was buzzing about that. I've got some big cards recently in common, so I was quite happy to build those teams. It was kind of fun in its own little way. But yeah, I don't think I've got any more goalkeepers. All-Star. Even at limited. Yeah, Barkas suspended. Wow, I've got 3 guns now. I don't really need this second one. I just really need. Well, I suppose why get rid of them at this point? Maybe we put Musso in here. It's like a wee hedge, just in case. We've got Big Danulic. We've got Welsh. Yeah, we've still got some strong cards, I think. We've got a Starfelt. Hanley. I'm going to play the in-season Welsh because I just want to XP that up. Danulic over El Karauni because, yeah, I just think he's more likely to have a better match. Yeah, man, look at the midfielders we've still got. This could be an alright wee giveaway team even without the keeper, if we pick it right. Like McGrath, Baranashea, Brandt, maybe triple mid. I think double mid is certainly workable. Larson's going to be up front. Still got Savio, one or two others, but no, Larsson's the pick. And then last one for like the only giveaway team I think will get listed this midweek. We could play a McGregor, a Limer. They could be fun. McGregor or Limer or Brandt. I think Brandt's kind of somebody I kind of want to put that in-season card in. Try and get him some XP. Savio. Savio. Or Brandt. I'm going to go Savio. Captain Larsson. I'm actually just going to field another DNP keeper team into this. Again, just a wee bit of XP farming, I suppose, but I think we could build a wee fun Bad Batch Celtic team and just throw it out there for shits and gigs, really, because it's just a giveaway team. Yeah, Starfelt and Welsh. We've got O'Reilly, we can stick in a team. We've got Mikey Johnson midfield. He's at home. I don't think the game's great, but he's in form and he's at home. Yeah. And then we've got Big O up front, don't we? And a Jetty. Yeah. Jetty was on to play, wasn't he? If I can find him. I'll search him if I can't find him. There we go. Boom. Captain Mikey Johnson. And look, that's one. I love it. That's happened a few times. It's been half one collection, half the other collection, in a kind of symmetrical kind of fashion. Savio to me, the Savinho thing, it's just so made up. It's just so made up. Yeah, I think that's kind of where I'm at. How many lineups have I got there? 18. We've got 3 kind of giveaway teams. Also, if they win cash, that's mine. But like limited essence and stuff. In reality, it's kind of like one of them will run, won't it? Because it'll either be Donovan or Ralston. Maybe both of them play. Maybe there's a world where both of them can score well. I was kind of hoping Bednarek was going to be nailed and I could have played him here instead of Trusty. And then put Trusty into this team. But no. It wasn't to be. Maybe Bednarek plays. Yeah, so I had a wee DJing list I made the other day, and I managed to get the Edison trade done, so I managed to get that in. I was also looking at a JD, wasn't I? Yeah, to fill in this squad, because that's all my Fenner cards into 2 squads. So to make it a 2 squad play, I need another card. And yeah, nothing else I don't think's came in. I unvaulted Mandaroki earlier today as well. So I've got 2 Narokis back in play. Oh yeah, we got the Unallen from Laird. I managed to get the Bednarek thanks to 2 La Liga Connect missions came in. I think some guys had Monday Night Football. Get them over the line, so I used that money to get Bednarek off the list basically. before we even get into the reward payout tonight. And I think I might be able to get this little side list done and dusted. Oh yeah, McKenna. Let me go and check McKenna. In-season McKenna. It's kind of cool using a Zagreb shirt in its own way. Not a big Scott McKenna fan. Wow. For the love of Jimmy Joneses, the only two on the market again are ETH only. What a freaking nightmare. I wonder if it just won't, yeah, it just won't accept cash. Smegma, good to see you. Adriano's got a, oh, Shingus. Quinny, you idiot. Will it bring the screen back to life for us? Do they open up inside maybe? There we go. Shingus. Mbappe or Soboslai captain? Oh yeah, Mbappe. Oh no. Mbappe, oh, it's Champions League, isn't it? Yeah, away to Olympiacos, Mbappe could easily ping in an 80. Soboslai. Oh wow, by the way. Right sore head's just attacking me right in the face. Oh. Wow, that was a sore one. But yeah, both of these guys. Yeah, only accepting cryptos. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'd probably have degened into that. Oh no, are they Champions League? No, Europa League. Leo Zagreb, yeah. I'd probably degen into that. Time is still to do it, obviously, but I probably won't. Just to give like Tuneki, like just to give this squad a bit of safety. What about Tierney or Trusty? Tierney. Yeah, it's a bit punchy. Trusty. Yeah. Should have bought more of him when he was cheaper. Chuck my cards in and hope for the best. Yeah, I'm there as well, but I have a bit of a midweek strategy that I'm quite enjoying. Like, I'll see how it goes, but I'm very much in the camp of like these cards need to smash as often as possible. Obviously, not every team can do that every weekend, but I've got enough going here where I should be able to get something right. Kind of where I land on it. Aye, Champions League teams are fun. Throw away under 23. Oh, Musso's flipped to 60. Let's see. No articles or anything? Yeah, I don't see anything definitive here. It does feel like he was kind of injured, but so I'll probably just get swapped him around. Oh, Black and Musso. Again, Musso's kind of used to this life of being the backup keeper that comes in for cups and stuff like that. He's played in Italy a fair bit. I know they're at home in that one. But yeah, Simeone loves his Argentinians. I don't think you need to give him much of an excuse to play them. So I don't mind flipping that. Awesome. Yeah, we've got a wee tiny bit of degen in action to go on after we get a wee bit of payout tonight. But I don't think I'll be able to squeeze in them into maybe much too meaningful this game week. Bloody Neymar DNP'd, by the way, and absolutely wrecked me at the end. I had him and Kaito Nakamura to play yesterday, and it was a real sleeper team. I had everyone else smashing on it. Like Naroki was in the team and everything. Yeah, like look at this. Naroki, Gasarowski, McGregor and McGrath had all ran 80 plus averages. Yesterday into this morning, I had Tani, Nakamura and Neymar. Nakamura captain 73, Tani on a 40, you can kind of forgive and move on from. But Neymar DNP was brutal. If I didn't play Neymar here, it would have probably been that Ueda. Or no, it wouldn't have been Teji because he was playing Nakamura. So yeah, it would have been Ueda that would have probably come in here. So it's not much of a gain, but I was 45 points away from a tier 1. 67 points away from a star. Oh, so close. Division 2 as well. Getting promoted to Division 1. So I've got 2 D1s now. So I don't want to play those 2 teams. Midweek, I'm just playing the other ones that are going to be now in D2. Thanks to Baniac getting a wee team going. And the wee Celtic Bad Batch effort, by the way, picked up a wee bit of essence, which is fun. Wrong captain, clearly. But the defence did well. Keeper was a legend. We could have maybe got a decisive from somebody else. Wee Valencia team was fun. The NYC kind of thing was, again, got a wee bit of essence, didn't it? Did okay. Won quite a lot of essence in All-Star, which is quite cool. What else did I do at the weekend? Musso played. This was a giveaway team. This was a hedge. We didn't really know what to do with him and All Black. Really DNP'd. Or did we know? We did know, but that was on low priority, wasn't it? Because it was shaky. So I got a nice wee bit of essence as well in Champion, which is fun. Really good scores in this team. Wrong captain, obviously. Magic Mike, double decisive, legend. DNP Trippier, yikes. Really DNP. Sociedad boys were cool. Got that team quite right, didn't I? Just nobody really did any massive score out of this batch. We get promoted to D1, that's fun. A relegation from D1, that's not fun. DNP Caicedo ahead of the weekend, the midweek obviously. Yeah, nobody did particularly great there. Usual for that outfit. Limiteds missed the streak. Rares smashed it, which was good. Wasn't to see Fenerbahce rinse it and Celtic getting back together a wee bit. McGregor paid for himself instantly with this game week, getting a goal. That in that sense, it's a bit of a shame I couldn't get another good score into that team. I'd have maybe done a lot better. But 7th in D1 is good going. Only 100, but we were, oh yes, not too far away from the big payouts. So we push on in that direction. Streaks are going well. And yeah, I was chatting to you guys about this on a stream the other day, but MLS, I could have got streak 4 if I'd like captained Thiago and picked like the perfect outfield, because all forward options were 35 or 28, so the rest of the outfield would have had to have been tippy top perfect. Although feasible, it didn't quite happen. The Connect mission, I got the streak, but we didn't hit Connect sadly, so we'll go again for that next weekend. Bundesliga was a little bit short, and that's what it is. It's a fine kind of result. La Liga, we hit the Connect and the streak, which is cool. and Sociedad go marching on. France, we didn't hit the streak, so sorry everyone that got involved in that. And I traded this team, this whole strategy, for Ederson Rare Classic to fit that Man City collection and the current strategy. So that was a fun wee move we did yesterday. And Premier League, it was close but no cigar, sadly. There's a good team here somewhere, isn't there? Pickford is in goals. We've got a double Forest midfield. And we could have probably got a team, yeah, just about. But yeah, sadly not to be. So, bag of essence, a couple of quid, and some tiny wee reinforcements just to round off some edges and add some quality into the depth. Collection bonus for him says 2%. I mainly got that Bednarek to flip Porto into the 3%. Porto. Oh, is it going to go free when the 30 days ages in? Borja Sainz has that tomorrow. So that'll be an extra 20 points he gets. Boom. And then, yeah, Bednarek. It's 30 days away from clipping it. Kiwior's up to 80. Jesus. Definitely buy scales over that. In season Grujic. That's kind of fun, by the way. Seen the stack that he's in? We've seen before. That's kind of fun. Awesome. Okay. I think that's pretty much all she wrote for the midweek. I'm just going to give another wee kind of perusal. We'll have a wee refresh on Sorare Inside, see if we get any breaking news. 8 minutes ago. Real Madrid's been updated. Nothing meaningful from the last time we looked at this, I don't think. I think it's the exact same, if I'm honest. Maybe a percentage or two has changed. Atletico Madrid updated 11 minutes ago. I guess that'll be Jan Musa. Update, Llorente definitely out. Final update, there is no test of the starting 11. It seems that All Black is very doubtful. Yeah, normally we get the review of what Simeone's testing out in the game. That's not came, so I think it's a safe assumption Musso plays as well, based on that. Liverpool, 14 minutes ago update. Again, don't see anything from the last update we've seen on them. And Barca got one 15 minutes ago. Is that maybe Ronald Araujo it's in for somebody? Arsenal had one 38 minutes ago. Yeah, I don't really see any material difference there. It'll be written in the updates, I'm sure. Yeah, nothing for Europa League, Conference League, sorry. And for Europa League, we've had a wee bit of updating for Betis and Bologna. Oh, so no Roca. It'll be Diosa now. No Roca, Diosa. And I think the right back's changed. And for Bologna, I'm not sure. Maybe the right back has changed and maybe Pobega. Yeah, some last wee minute updates there. We've got an SPFL game. Hibs take on Motherwell. Teams are there, fees are after it. Don't think there's any surprises that will catch anyone out. Oh, I'm not looking at Championship. Sorry, lads. Oy, oy. So, yeah. Strong Celtic team, two strong Fenner teams, and then a wee bit of a pick and mix with random guys from random places. I can dig it. 3 limited teams, probably only one of them is going to be good, which is fine, and that's down to the thin and unknown defence. Yeah. And then, yeah, classic. I'm happy with that. I don't think I'll be mixing this up at all. Champions League is cool, we've been over that. Under 23 throwaway is cool, we've been over that. And then All-Star, 2 D1 promotions, a kind of All-Star effort and a Celtic effort. 2 giveaway teams with likely DNP keepers, but you know, it's just kind of throwaways, isn't it? And then either be commons. Yeah, I think I'm good. Buzzing. And then tonight we've got a wee bit of collateral coming. We've got a wee $140 coming our way, as well as 2 and a bit essence, 1600 essence at limited. At limited, that means we'll be able to craft 2 cards for giveaway. That'll be a buzz. That will be a buzz. And for rare, yeah, I'll be up to 2 with a clue, I think. Nice. And then hopefully this midweek we get a batch, because I think with the teams I've got here, I wouldn't be surprised if I got a bigger payout midweek. You know, I only need 1 or 2 of these teams to do alright, and you're getting like 2,000 essence a payout. I think all these teams are going to fly, but again, I think that every week. I think we all do, don't we? But yeah, no, I'm quite happy. I think this is pretty much the size, but I'm not sure if there's anything meaningful else I can kind of go through with these. Regarding the game week, the teams, a wee bit of degenning or anything like that. Yeah, I think that's a bit the size of it, guys. Thanks to everyone that tuned in. We'll be live at 4 o'clock UK time, which is just over an hour from now, for some MFL Season 10 preparation. And yeah, good luck with your midweek. Good luck with the deadline. Now, just to say, the deadline actually for the European leagues, like the non-Champions League one, has still got a couple of days on it. I think we can only see that if we click on it here. It says the deadline is now, but I've seen it before that it's already extended. Yeah. So look here, all seasons, European leagues and European leagues in season has a further 2 days onto it from where we're at right now. So further news that comes for them, any cards you win or buy can still be added into that. So I think if I do get a McKenna, I could probably throw him in here for maybe Kobe Donovan. And then we're just risking Ralston. And if Donovan plays, we'll just miss out on Donovan playing. Kind of vibe. So I like the kind of hedge element but of having both cards, and if one plays is great, but I hate the thought, or even I'd put McKenna in here instead of Ralston, by the way. And then let's see, I don't even know, I only bought this Bednarek earlier. What the hell is this deal? Okay. So it's probably nothing, but if it's not nothing, he's out for like a month, isn't he? Won't play in the cup. They should be back for UE. Oh yeah, nice. Oh yeah, they played cup. So the last time he played, when he got subbed off injured, was ages ago. That must have been before the international break. Yeah, game week 25. Aye, that's cool. I feel a bit better. Yeah, so maybe then I put Bednarek in there. I've done a whole outro and everything, I was about to leave. Don't think any of these, maybe some of these believed it. I think about 10 of these have left. Yeah. I think he comes back in for it. We've got a bit of time to decide on that, don't we? I guess is the punchline of why I digressed onto that. But yeah, Champions League needs to be locked in. All-Star needs to be locked in. Under 23 needs to be locked in. But Europa League, Europa Conference League, those competitions, you still got 2 full days on. Thanks again to everyone that did tune in, especially if you're here for the protracted encore outro. Thank you very much. I'll see you for an MFL stream shortly. Stay tuned to the channel for more content. And I'll catch you on the next one.
Satara.